Welcome once again to Real Talk Twin Cities. I'm Eric Purius with Bell Mortgage, along with Cheryl Kempenick, Coldwell Banker Burnett, Donna Quanrud, Coldwell Banker Burnett, and Elise from Azure Wealth Management, our premier financial partner. We're here every Saturday at 4 o'clock on AM 1280 The Patriot and AM 1570 The Wall Street Business Network. We would love to help you buy, sell, or refinance your next home. You can reach us at realtalktwincities.com. We bring you local expert advice on all things real estate. Welcome once again, Cheryl. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Eric?
Good. A little chilly. 5, 6, 10 below, whatever. It's all good.
Oh, I'm so sick of this weather. How'd you do with your racing last weekend?
Well, it was a 4-hour, 4-lap race, 2 or 3 below 20-mile-an-hour winds, and I made it 2 laps, or 2 hours. And then I decided that the interior of my SUV was, I couldn't resist. I quit and warmed up.
It wasn't worth the prize, I take it.
No, you get like $10 for third, which is,
Doesn't even pay for gas, right?
Anyway, no,
to
it was.
get there?
Sometimes it just happens, Sometimes you're feeling it and you're okay, and but no, I kind of just got too cold.
Oh, I can't even imagine. Good for you for even attempting that.
And you were showing homes in the cold, right?
I was out showing home.
And you told me you did 16 in a day. Is that right?
Well, I actually started with one client in the morning. They just looked at one property, and then the next one had 16 homes that they wanted to see. So I gave them my rules for cold weather.
Which are?
They were dress warm, wear slip-on shoes, because I don't normally allow for that lace-up boot factor in my scheduling. Eat first. I can't tell you how many times I get through my second or third showing and somebody says, oh, we haven't had lunch, and there goes my schedule. Keeping water in your car so you don't get thirsty. Stay in your car until I have the house open, because boy, it is cold waiting for those lock boxes to get open and to get inside. And then the other thing I do is I give my clients a clipboard with copies of all of the listings, with an area where they can take notes and keep track of what they're looking at, because it's very important to stay on schedule if we want to get through all of the properties. So it worked out great. We finished up the day within 1 minute of the schedule, and they found some great properties that they're interested in.
Awesome. So Cheryl's rules for show may sound like sort of a militant agent, but I'll tell you what, the truth of the matter is those folks were able to see the 16 homes and stayed right on track, didn't get behind, right?
That's true, and at the end of the day, they could remember what they saw, and that's always the biggest fear when you're looking at a lot of properties, is you get to the end of the day and you can't even remember what you saw, what you liked, where you're at, and you feel like you need to start all over again. So
Yep.
The goal is to really help you find the right property as quickly as possible for the best price, and to get in there and purchase that before you're in multiple offers.
Mm-hmm.
This was a week of multiple offers too.
That's
It
right.
was a
All of us.
crazy week. I
It
had
was.
one listing that I put on and I sold myself the first day. Another listing that had been on the market for a while sold in multiple offers. I've got multiple offers coming in on another one. It's just been nuts. And then I wrote purchase agreements on 6 properties for buyers as well. So a very, very busy week.
So in this segment, we've got our market update, rate watch, the miracle of Minneapolis, and we're going to talk a little bit about distressed homes, in other words, foreclosures, what's happened to them. And you mentioned you've had, wrote 6 purchase agreements, and that the market, I mean, it's a seller's market, isn't that right? For a market update from Donna Quanrud of Coldwell Banker Burnett?
Absolutely, it's a seller's market. We've seen new listings up 25%, but the inventory's actually decreased 5%, which is very unusual. Pending sales are up 14% for the week ending February 7th. So we sure could use a lot more listings because the buyers are out there. I had one offer that I wrote this week, and I was in competition with 10 other offers. So, things are coming on, and we're in competition really quickly. So if you're thinking about selling, now's a great time to think about putting your house on the market.
So Cheryl, you've been out there listing a lot of homes. I know that every week you talk about it. So if folks want to get a hold of you, I mean, you know how to price it, how to sell it, how to deal with people making offers. They can get a hold of you at realtalktwincities.com if they want to list their home, or give you a call at
612-735-0553, 612-735-0553. And one of the other things I've been seeing too is I've been contacted by several sellers out there that have had their homes on the market with other agents. Either they're expiring or they're just fed up with the property not moving. One thing I can really help you with is if you have a property that hasn't sold, I can come in there, I can take a look at the property, and I will tell you honestly why the property hasn't sold and what you need to do to get it done. And that's exactly what I did with one client this week. They were on the market for 6 weeks, or 6 months, with another agent. They had several showings. I took one look at it, I knew exactly why it hadn't sold, and I sold it the first day it was on the market. It was priced great. I had another one that had been on the market with another agent, and the first thing I said to the seller is, why is it priced so low? He was priced too low. And so that doesn't happen all the time. Don't make any changes until you do talk to somebody that really knows how to help you get top dollar for your property. And we are willing to do that. We're available, just give us a call or go to realtalktwincities.com.
You said that, almost like a stock, buy, sell, or hold, you said that your advice right now for sellers, there's sort of two zones of listings, if you will. In other words, the ones that have been around a while, you refer to them as stale, some of them, and new ones. And you're saying that sometimes your advice to sellers is to hold. Can you explain that?
Yeah, especially this time of year, your property's been on the market through the worst time of the year. Buyers are coming out, sales are picking up, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I haven't sold, I need to drop my price. And my advice is, if you are priced competitively, don't drop the price now.
Why?
Because the buyers are coming. Wait until we see what happens over the next couple of weeks. And most of those properties are going to be gone. If you start dropping that price, you're going to start bringing the market down. And everybody who's been waiting for the spring market, they're ready to put their homes on the market, they want a price as high as possible. The inventory is low. Your home is a commodity. We need to get the highest price for you possible. So that's not to say that there aren't homes out there that aren't priced too high. There certainly are. And we can help you figure out the right price.
Makes sense. RealTalkTwinCities.com. Get a hold of Cheryl. She's truly an expert in how to sell fast and sell high. And a big part of buying are the rates, of course. And this week, the rate, as you know, the rates are low. You might have heard that the Fed came out and said, or one of the one of the Fed presidents, I don't know which bank, but maybe I think it was Kansas or something. Anyway, said that they're going to start, the economy's doing well enough, we might raise rates. That sent a little jolt in the rate market. However, someone else came back, another Fed chair came back out and said, well, no, we're going to keep them low throughout the year. So anyway, a little bit of movement. At the moment, however, a national average on a 30-year fix is 3.83. Again, that's not a rate, that's just an average, an amalgamation of rates. FHA is up to 3.51. On a 30-year, and the 15-year fixed is around 3.1. So a little uptick in rates, although historically they're still very low. If you're talking about a 30-year fix in the high threes, that's a lot of buying power.
Absolutely. Those are great rates, and I am truly encouraging all of my buyers to really keep an eye on what's happening in the market right now. Take advantage of these low rates. I don't think we're going to see them this low again if ever.
Right.
I don't know.
And I've run into a lot of people, still everybody wants to buy a foreclosure, it seems like, right? Because it's that perception that that's how you get a good deal. You've heard that. Have you heard that,
Yeah.
Elise?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, and do you think that you're like, here's $500,000, go buy a nice house in a suburb, would you think, maybe I'll find a foreclosure?
Yeah, no.
No?
No.
Okay, so you've
Yeah.
been listening to it, all right. Well,
That ship has sailed.
well, to some degree it has, and here's some statistics from the Minneapolis Area Association of Realtors. Distressed Homes Review, what's happened over the past 4 years. And in 2010, for example, 48% of the sales at that time were distressed. In other words, short sale or foreclosure. 2011, it was 50%. 2012 was 39, 2013 it dropped to 26, and this past year it was 16%. So you can see that's a vast drop from 50% down to 16% of the total market that are foreclosures. And more importantly, and Cheryl, you can talk about this a little bit, is the prices. Banks have, I think as of last year, they said, you know what, we want market value for our foreclosures. I mean, by and large. You can still
Right.
steal a deal every now and then, but
Yeah, it's pretty hard, because if you take a look at the statistics, and you're looking at 2010 and 2011, almost half of the market was foreclosure. And during that time, the price, the median price of the foreclosure properties was very, very low. It was down around $130,000 for a median price. So today, the foreclosure properties, the median price is up closer to $140,000 to $150,000. So what I'm seeing is the best deals out there today are if you can buy a property from somebody who bought in 2010 and 11 for those very low prices, they are seeing a gain in their appreciation, and they are actually able to afford to sell their homes for less than what a foreclosure coming on the market could be. Now, they certainly should be selling at market rate to get the most gain possible, but some of those people want out and they don't care.
Right.
and they're gonna make some money, so they're
They're
motivated now.
absolutely making money.
And, a bird in the hand is what they're thinking, right? Yeah, the market could go up more, but what about rates? What if they're higher and less affordability? So,
Yeah.
hey, if we sell now, we can make 60 grand, let's do it.
Right, and the areas that do still have a higher percentage of foreclosures are going to be areas like the Dayton's Bluff, Thomas Dale, Payne Phelan areas in St. Paul, and Minneapolis Camden. So we're just not seeing a lot of foreclosures anymore.
So that's where we're at with foreclosures. They are 16% of the market, down from 50% of the market in 2010 and 2011. And the median price for a foreclosure has risen over $30,000. Yeah, it's a bit of a myth that foreclosures are the only way to get a good deal, right, Donna?
Right.
All right, well, coming back in the next segment, we're going to talk about this miracle that is Minneapolis from many different angles. You're going to want to stay tuned for that. We will have Elise from Azure Wealth Management sharing how to create your financial legacy. We'll be right back on AM 1280 The Patriot. I'm Eric the Loan Guy with Bell Mortgage. You can get a hold of all of us at realtalktwincities.com.